One of my best friends in college kept me out of trouble. I covered Shamika when she was at Tennessee. I covered these guys when they played in the NBA. And the most gratifying thing is seeing people come out on the other side. You realize what kind of hard work goes into it and what kind of dedication it takes. And it's unfathomable the things these guys have to go through in their lives to reach this point. So I hope you guys really appreciate that. But being a member of the media for the past 2 decades, I've watched the evolution of how these things are formed. There was no Twitter a decade ago. I'm not sure any of these guys could tell you how they would have reacted in that realm had they had to come up and play and come of age in the NBA or the WNBA, where that was a part of your everyday process. But I got a 15-year-old, so I'm getting an education every day on what I don't know about being cool, about what's happening, about what you should wear, all these different things that are bombarding kids that weren't a part of our growing up, that weren't a part of our process and our lifestyle that we had at that same age. There's no question the images that bombard them are beyond the realm of a young person's understanding. But I mentioned the guy that went to high school with Eton. His name is Brandon Barklow, and he and 7 or 8 of us, my freshman year in college at Jackson State University, we came from all over the country. One was from Las Vegas, I'm from Grand Rapids, Michigan. We had a guy from Seattle, one from Alaska. We all lived together on the same floor of our dorm. And 2 things we had in common is we loved to play basketball every day, and we were so far away from home that we couldn't call and quit and say, Mom, I'm coming home, I don't want to do this college thing. So we formed a bond, and it's really about the group of people you surround yourself with. And it starts at whatever age you are when you get out there in the world and realize you got to hold on to some other guys to help get you through. When my mother passed away 4 years ago, Brandon Barklow was sitting at my parents' house before I flew into St. Louis and got there. Those are the kind of relationships and bonds you build over the course of a lifetime if you're out there not just looking out for yourself, but doing what these guys have done and looking out for somebody next to you and looking out for Al Harrington the way Antonio did, looking out for all the guys they dealt with in the Players Association, looking out for the players who follow in your footsteps if you're Shamika, and you're the pioneer basically for this current generation of female basketball players. I don't think people recognize that either. There's a whole legion of young girls who grew up watching her and Chastity and Rusha play the game a certain way and realizing that they could have this lifestyle that they see them live now. And I feel a responsibility as a journalist to make sure we frame that properly and to make sure we record the history the way it should be recorded. And I feel that way because I've gotten a chance to meet and know these kinds of people over the past 2 decades and understand the stories and where they come from and why they've been able to achieve the things they have. And every one of them mentioned a parent or somebody that mentored them along the way. Those are the things that you hope young people latch on to, is listening to somebody with a positive message that instructs them about how to become not just a basketball star or a superstar, but a parent or a good person. And that's why when we started off and they asked everybody to introduce themselves, the first thing out of my mouth is always, I'm a father of 3, because of all the things I've done, that's the proudest moment for me each and every time one of my children was born, and I'm able to mentor them and foster them through life and hopefully give them a chance to be successful in whatever they do, whether it's playing ball, being a doctor, lawyer, Indian chief, whatever it is. You want to give your kids a chance to be successful.